All right, so here we are. So excited. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Feldman, and I strategically help health coaches, wellness professionals, anybody in the health and wellness profession to build online and offline businesses using systems. And why do I say systems? I say this over and over. I feel like a broken record. But systems are not just acuity or teamwork or 17 hats or ClickFunnels or Infusionsoft. The system is what you help your client to get better. It is where you start them from step A and where you take them to Z. It is how you help to solve their problem no matter what it is, from weight to gut issues to mindset to the very issues that we struggled with in our own health, which typically is what brought us to being a health coach. The reason that we sell the systems that you see if you scroll down onto the homepage at www.yourhealthcoachbiz is because when I first started out my health coaching business, I was fumbling through handouts and I didn't have a program. And I know that we all, trust me, have been there. We all want to create programs. Every forum that I am in, and please say yes if you're watching this on Facebook, because I love feedback and I love to know also if I'm wrong, but I was experiencing this in my life, and every coach that I see in every different forum, every time that I ask a question, what is your biggest struggle? Everyone says time. They don't have the time to focus on their business. They don't have the time to even craft their funnel, their opt-in freebie, to their gateway program, to their signature program. They are time deficient. So it's not that you're not brilliant. It's not that you don't know your stuff. It's that you don't have the time to craft the programs. So when people say to me, Rachel, am I going to feel authentic about having a program that I bought from you? Well, of course, because if you don't, we just sit there and we spin. And I work with a lot of coaches who are just coming out of Institute for Integrative Nutrition. I work with coaches who have been out of school. I work with coaches who are rebranding. And everyone says the same thing. Geez, if I didn't find you, this would have taken me so long to craft this opt-in freebie. Or this would have taken me so long to craft this course. Or maybe that's just not your zone of genius to craft a course. Or maybe that's just not your zone of genius to write. But you know what you're good at, and you're good at coaching. So I just wanted to cover that because, I know when I first bought a Done For You program, I thought, am I cheating? And the reason I couldn't use that program is it kept a copyright there, and I wanted to build my business, which is one of the reasons that I said one day I am going to create programs for health coaches so they can brand their business. They can work on building their business and not have my name or anyone else's name. So I wanted to just touch on that today because I like to talk about a lot of those inner voices and the inner talk that we have as coaches. And when we're building our business, there are a lot of moving parts. A website, a Facebook business page. We want to do YouTube videos. We want to build out our Instagram. We want to focus on Pinterest. We want to get our list built. We talked about the other day, the power of list building. Why is it important? We need to know our niche. We need to understand our avatar. We need to know our clear message. We need to focus on all these really important foundational parts. But we also need to know, what are we offering in our one-on-one? What are we offering in groups? What are we offering when we go to, collaborate or pitch a collaboration to a doctor or a spa or a gym? What are we saying? So that brings us to our live stream and our mini webinar today, speaking about how do you do webinars to convert clients. Now, I want to just take this offline for a second. Here's the good news. Every one of our programs, except basic, so our Rockstar programs have PowerPoints. I call them our PowerPoint systems. And our all-inclusive programs have PowerPoints. Because I do believe, and I mapped out my client's launch strategy this morning. We did it together. I do believe that really great, wonderful launches happen when people know why they're buying. How many of you feel that when you just hear something like, and I said this yesterday, you should join this program because you're going to have great glowing skin, or join this program so you feel lighter and brighter? Is that really our pain point? No. When you get somebody on a webinar and you're educating them, and you have a webinar such as how to detox for the beginner, or 7 ways to support your gut for better immune, or 5 ways to get off of sugar but still eat chocolate. When you have great PowerPoints that can lead people to you to get potential clients from your list or new people, and you educate them and you tell them problem 1, 2, and 3, solution 1, 2, and 3. And then you tell them the benefits of joining a program or the benefits of doing a strategy session with you. So remember, a webinar does not always have to lead to a program. A webinar can lead to strategy sessions. What you're doing is you're paving the way for education that meets authority, meaning you're showing somebody that you are the authority in this area and that it would be ridiculous not to be working with you. Then you open cart from that webinar and you email those people. Reason 1, email 1. That's why we have email sequences in our programs, the Rockstar and the All-Inclusive. Email 2, maybe with a case study or a testimonial. Email 3, email 4. You're taking them through a process of why they should buy from you. We even have this even more laid out in Steal My Copywriter, which is under the business courses. We even have launching more laid out even in the launch school, which even shows you how to do a webinar. The reason that you do webinars is, again, to not just depend on an email to get somebody to buy. This is human interaction. So if I'm explaining to you, for example, if I just sent you an email and said, come and join my detox program and yada, yada, yada. But if I really had an entire webinar and took you through the different steps of how the program that I offer is based on whole foods, why seasonal detoxing is so imperative, why we're seeing the rise of autoimmune, how you can detox your body naturally, and three steps you can take every day that can detox your body naturally, then I'm going to show you. Plus, I'm also going to show you 3 easy techniques on this webinar that will blow your mind that you can do in the comfort of your own home that will take you only 10 minutes a day. And when you sign up for the program, which you're going to love, which I'm going to tell you about in the webinar, I'm going to then do a bonus class to show you exactly what I do on a daily basis so that I don't have wacky hormones and poor sleep and constipation and weight gain and a bloated belly and all that stuff that every man and woman I know struggles with, or eyes that just are not clear and skin that is a mess. in a funky mood, or allergies and histamine reactions to every food, which is why you're going to join me on this webinar for how to detox your body in 3 simple steps before you even hop in the shower. So think about the different messages. You can do a webinar and you can test out the messages. You can even go into different Facebook groups and poll and ask people, what do you really want to hear? Because that webinar is going to be essential to get people to then convert. The second part of that is if you're doing a face-to-face event, take that webinar and you print that out, and that is the exact slides. Or you have your computer and you actually have that at the presentation and you take people through that. Or you have this, you have your phone, and you could be doing a live stream right from your phone for the webinar. You can also do a webinar on an Instagram story. You can also do a webinar on Periscope. You can also do a webinar via BeLive.com via Chrome for free. You can also use Zoom, which we're on right now. There are so many ways to do a webinar. If you want to have people interact and see you face to face, you can do it in that way. If you're not comfortable having people see you, you don't have to. The entire reason that somebody does a webinar, that you want to do a webinar, is to build authority. You can then take that and convert that MP4 and upload that to YouTube or Vimeo, and that can be repurposed. That could even be a Facebook ad, hint, hint. That could be on a blog post. That could be in a newsletter. There are so many reasons why. And just remember, people absorb information in different ways. So some people, just like you know, are great. They love to read. They are going to be the person who reads your newsletter, and they are going to absorb that. Other people are visual. Other people videos. Other people audio. You always want to make sure that you are feeding in, just like I said, feeding into the different psychological needs of people, but you also want to make sure that you're feeding into the different ways that people absorb information, which also means that you want to have different kinds of webinars for the factual buyer, for the person who's the emotional buyer, for the person who's the combination. So your webinars are really also, just like I said the other day with your opt-in freebies, that is your first date. So you want to make sure that your webinars are matching your story, matching your core values, matching the pain point and the result, and a lead in to whatever your goal is. Is your goal more strategy sessions? Is your goal your program? Is your goal a group program? Is your goal, answer, insert the blank. What is your goal? For some of you, even who are fitness coaches or chefs or yoga, you might be buying a program from me and adding extra videos. So you might want to do a whole webinar on how to do yoga in your home, or how to do fitness on the go, or how to cook even when you hate cooking. So remember, your webinars should reflect what you are about. So for a lot of you who find it tough to explain, especially if you're not the greatest writer, which that's not a bad thing. That's like, writing takes practice, like just like going to the gym. You don't walk into the gym and you're able to do 50 push-ups. That takes time and skill and everything. So your webinars are about practicing. It's about getting good and getting comfortable. Just like this webinar. I'm just talking, not reading off a script, not reading off a PowerPoint. It's about getting comfortable to know, what do I need to say next to you? What do you desire to hear? What is the missing ingredient that you have? So remember, you can have a PowerPoint, or you could be in reading off a script, like the ones that we provide, You could have an Evernote kind of script. You could do a keynote. You can be doing a webinar and providing a handout, which is what we do in our PowerPoints, because I love giving people extra visuals. You can also give that handout or homework before a webinar. I think the best converting webinars are when you take people through problem 1, 2, 3, and then you solve them. There could be 5 problems, or you could be teaching people 5 ways, 7 ways, 3 ways, and then you provide the solution. And whatever that solution is, to work with you one-on-one, to join your group program, to, come to an event, to buy essential oils, maybe to have fabulous hair, whatever the end goal is, that's what you always want to think. And you want to not expect that people understand that. You really need to provide and tie it in. Why do you believe that people need essential oils? Do you believe that there are so many environmental threats? Why do you believe that people need great hair and to use naturally based products? Why do you believe somebody needs to detox with you or do a sugar program or this? Why do you believe? And that is what needs to come out in a great webinar. Don't be scared. Be yourself. And remember that different people may leave at different points. So you want to introduce yourself, and about 5 minutes later, bring up the problem 1. Then you want to really hone that in. Problem 1, solve. Problem 2, solve. Problem 3, solve. Then go in for, what are the benefits of joining you? Why did you create this program? What would be some of the key, changes that person can expect? Why is it valuable for them? Where can they get the program? Examples of the program. Examples of testimonials. Close it out. Does that make sense to everyone? So again, if you have questions about what program to get, you know that we're running, we have VIP codes. If you're on my list, my newsletter list, you are getting them. You got an email this morning. Please check if you need to schedule a strategy session with me to figure out what is in alignment with your niche, what system is right for you, what system is right for your clients, or what programs do you need on your Work With Me page. Please reach out. I don't ever want a coach to feel overwhelmed like I did in the beginning. It's an awful feeling. It stops us from feeling successful in soul. It stops us from feeling calm when we're mapping out and we're planning. And that's something that can't happen when you're building your business. So please reach out to me via Facebook or at rachelafeldman.com, or you can go to www.yourhealthcoachbiz.com and drop a question on the sales page, and we will get right back to you. We have our brand new Adrenal Restart program. We have our brand new Detox. We have all of our favorites, the weight loss program. We have our mindset programs, Mindset Makeover, Reset Your Life in 21 Days, Revitalize. You will see on the homepage, we map them out. We have a lot of different options for basic and rockstar to fit all different pricing. We do payment plans. We have VIP codes going out right now. So we are really here to help you because we know what it takes to build a business from the ground up, being a solo entrepreneur, especially when you have limited time. So it's been an honor to be with you today. Be safe. I know it's the wonderful, eclipse today. So wear your glasses and have a beautiful day. My name is Rachel Feldman, and it's been an honor to be with you and to support coaches worldwide. I will see you guys soon.